Hey friends, my name's Aaron Ciotti and I am back. Welcome to Whoop Wednesday. I am exhausted, good lord. I haven't seen you guys in a week and a couple of days, and that's kind of ridiculous. Thank you for sticking around. That was a gig at this ridiculous house in Athens, Georgia, for Alpha Fine Homes. Company that's this is the third time I've worked with them actually, and yeah, they really like the work that I do, and so they keep bringing me back, and yeah, it's fun. The real estate fly-throughs are they're okay. I would certainly not want to like specialize in them or like only do them, although there is certainly money in real estate, but yeah, to mix it up, it's fun. It's an interesting challenge trying to figure out how to find like a nice flow and show the house quickly. Like they want to use the FPV for stories and reels, quick 15-20 second things, and so how do you show the entire house how do you get into it and out of it in a way that's kind of cool? How do you not just do orbits? So and like you have to hide and it's fun. It is actually more fun than I would think. And so yeah, there you go. So all right. Recap. The family went to me, Maggie, Florence, and her friend Chloe went to Cocoa Beach, Florida. What was that, Wednesday? Wednesday of last week? Yeah. Big drive, 8-hour drive to get down there. Probably won't go again, but hey, we had a blast. Drove it Wednesday, exhausted Wednesday night. Didn't really, I think when we got there, we just like maybe grabbed some dinner, and that was kind of that. Thursday, we went out and we went to the beach and we got some food at the Cocoa Beach Pier, which was really good. Got some really good sushi there. And then I think we chilled. I don't think we did a whole lot Thursday night because we were kind of exhausted from the beach. We were at the beach for a long time. Friday, the kids did a one of these like not trapeze, but like these adventure tours where like you walk on the ropes and shit, and then you climb like a cargo net, and then there's like a little zip line and stuff like that. They did that for a couple hours. Maggie and I went to like downtown Cocoa Beach, did a little bit of shopping. That was super fun. And then what did we do Friday night? I don't remember what we did Friday night. Saturday. We went on a boat. That's right. Yeah, Friday night we went. Maggie booked a little boat tour thing to look for dolphins, and while we were out, the captain, little boat, the boat driver gets a notification that SpaceX is about to do a launch. Cocoa Beach is right next to Cape Canaveral. A lot of maggots in Cape Canaveral. Really unfriendly place to be. Weird. Cocoa Beach was awesome, though. And so we went, they have like an 18-mile circle that you can't go inside of from these SpaceX launches. So the boat driver took us right to the edge of that. And I got to see a SpaceX rocket blast off into outer space. That was super cool. I've never seen a rocket launch before. That was neat. Son of a bitch, you can tell they boogie. Like, it looks so different from a 747 flying overhead. It just keeps going, and it just keeps going faster and faster and faster. It was really neat. It punched through a section of the atmosphere that must have been high humidity, I guess. Because it was like there was no contrail, and then all of a sudden there was this big thick contrail, and then it just stopped. It was really neat to see it like go through a layer and create that contrail, but then not have it before and after. That was super cool. And yeah, that was, and we did see some dolphins, which was really, really cool. Saturday was amazing. Saturday, Maggie found a kayaking, a night kayaking paddle. We did beach during the day, and then we did a night kayaking thing with photoluminescent, I forget what they're called, organisms in the water. So water in the water. So when you paddle, or when you touch the water, or when a boat is in the water pushing, it lights up in that like old school blue luminescent from like my the watches that I wear all the time. And that was absolutely insane because like there were lots of fish swimming around, and so that when the fish swim around, there's like this bioluminescent contrail off the back of it. Just ridiculously cool. And then like all the other people paddling, like the paddle in the water would create this big, like you could watch. For me, what was the coolest thing is just seeing the seeing like the effect that the paddle has on the water, seeing the water kind of like swirl and oh my god, it was so cool. They get and it was like right there in Cocoa Beach. They get photoluminescence for a couple of months here, and we just happened to be there at the perfect time. So that was just fan-fucking-tastic. That was so cool. I've seen that before on like, you know, Instagram stories and whatnot, and I've always thought like, oh, that would be amazing. Like, but I'm sure I'll never be anywhere that has that. But yeah, I got to do that. That was just unbelievable. And like kayaking in the when it's super dark out is just generally kind of fun. And then Sunday, did we drive home? Did we drive home Sunday or Monday? I think we drove home Monday. We might have done that on Sunday. It's a big blur because on Saturday, a series of huge storms rolled through here, Lawrenceville, Georgia, and dumped a shitload of rain, which flooded the basement, flooded this corner of the basement here. I've been posting as much as I can on Instagram and Discord to let you guys know, like, kind of how the progress is going. So Monday night, we got home at almost 10 o'clock, and we parked in the garage, and I walked in the door, and I could just tell something was wrong by the smell. It stunk real bad down here. And the big mistake that I made that I'll never make again is I left a bunch of shit on the floor. I will typically like use the carpet back here as like an on deck circle, and just like as a little spot to kind of like hold stuff if the little IKEA cubes are kind of full. And that was terrible. Everything that I left on the ground soaked up the water. So the flood was only like maybe an inch. And so it just soaked the carpet and the pad, but anything that was there wasn't like a layer of water down here. And it didn't go up the walls or anything like that. But everything that was sitting on the ground wicked up all that moisture. And so I had my Mavic 2 Pro in a camera bag. That camera bag wicked up all that water, and the Mavic was just soaked, as was the camera bag. I had my there was just a bunch of stuff. There was a bunch of shit that was on the ground that got like soaking wet. Not like it didn't get like submerged, but it was just like stuff that was just surrounded by moisture and like bags that, you know, just absorbed it all. And so I don't know, everything is powering on and everything seems fine, but like I don't know, it's almost as if like I flew this stuff in the rain in a way, where like, you know, it didn't get fully submerged and water like seeped its way into everything, but it was just in a wet environment, and so like the outside of it was just wet, and so by the time we got home, Home Depot was closed. There was no way for us to get a proper carpet fan, so we just grabbed all the fans in the house. I pulled the carpet up a little bit, and we just ran 4 fans on it, and then I woke up at like 9 a.m. Tuesday. And I had this gig Tuesday night, right? And so I also like pulled all the shelves out, like tore the whole room apart, like moved everything over onto that side of the room, and yeah, that sucked. So I was up super late doing that, and then I was awake super early to go get the proper carpet fan from Home Depot. At that point, I was able to put that carpet fan in the corner and float the carpet, which was awesome. I ended up needing that. Usually it takes just like a day. I ended up needing it for 2 days. So I floated the carpet for 2 full days. That completely dried it out. All the stink went away. It smells completely fine down here, which is nice. I talked to a mold remediation company, and they basically, I told them like the whole situation. They were super cool, willing to talk to me. And they basically said that I caught it soon enough, and they said like basically because there was not like a layer of water, because it was just creeping in a little bit. That is basically, they said as long as there's no smell, like look for mold, and as long as there's no smell at the end of it, should have dodged a bullet. And yeah, there is like no smell at all right now, which is great. But what I did do is those strips that they put on the outside of wall-to-wall carpet with the little nails sticking up to grab onto the carpet, those wooden bastards got wet, and so I hammer and chiseled them up. And I don't really need them back behind here anyway. So like I left them off, and then I bleached all of this. I vinegared all of this. I scrubbed it all. I went bananas. Like today's been a big day of insanity. Well, yeah, that was today. Yeah, yesterday I did as much as I could, but I was just kind of floating the carpet. I think I'm getting my days mixed up. I think I floated the carpet Monday into Tuesday. I don't know. This week's a mess. But regardless, the thing, yeah, it must have been Monday into Tuesday into Wednesday, because I took the carpet fan back this morning. I woke up, I had a hard time sleeping last night because there's so much to do. And then I woke up this morning so tired. I came down here to grab the, the super fun thing last night, hold on, this plays into that. Last night, big thunderstorm rolls through and just dumps a massive rainstorm again. I'm like, are you kidding me? And it starts to flood again. So we're down here, but we were here for it, and so we're down here with the shop vac. We're vacuuming it up. We found the exact spot where it was coming in, and it was actually kind of nice, because then I grabbed an umbrella and I went outside in the horrendous rain, and I walked around the whole house and really got a feel for how bad our gutters are. We need new gutters. Apparently we've got 5-inch deep gutters for how steep the roof is. We need 6-inch deep gutters. Our gutters are also pitched wrong. They're supposed to be pitched like this towards the downspout. For some reason, some asshole pitched them like this when they hung them. So, yeah, we need new gutters. We're just gonna have to eat shit on that one and just spend the $3,000+ on that, which really blows. But like, there's nothing we can do. We can't let it keep jumping the gutters. I don't think this flooding has anything to do with that, though. This side of the house back here, when it was raining like absolute hell, I came over here, and up there on like the left, if I'm looking at it on the left side of the chimney, there's a right angle in the house, and it was a fucking swimming pool. And what I noticed happened is that it's on this side of the house, Maggie and I dug a trench to put one of those black bastards, the black corrugated bastards, to pull. We did this like a year ago, to drain the front corner down and then send it all the way into the back and send it all down the hill. And when we were doing that a year ago, there was a layer of dirt, and then there was a bunch of rocks, really nasty rocks, and it made it brutal, because I was just shoveling into rocks, and there were sparks, and it was nasty. Well, go out there the other night, and I was looking again today, and like a lot of that dirt is gone, and it was just like all the rocks were left there. So I think what's happening is that the dirt is eroding from the side of the house here, because it is on a big incline. And I think the dirt eroded right down, and that did this into the side of the house, and that's what created this fucking swimming pool there. And then that water just dropped all the way down, and then it was coming in like right back here. And so you can just kind of like see that was going on. So in the middle of the night, once it stopped raining, I got out there with the rakes, and I started just channel like, so the ground is like this. So what I did is I just this is the house here. I just carved a valley basically, and then put a shitload of stones and dirt up against the house to fill in that swimming pool basically. So now there's like one, like this is again the house. There's now this, so the water is going to come down here, and then it'll just go shooting right down the backyard and right down the hill. We are also going to have landscaping folks come out and take a look at it, and maybe spend some money having them do something a little bit more proper. But just for like right now, because I knew I was going to put this shit all back together, I was like, you know what? And so like I spent like a half an hour going super hard the other night until I couldn't anymore. And then Maggie and I spent about another half an hour today going super hard again, just pulling as much rocks and dirt as we can up against the house, so it's not just this into the side of the house, just like hammering all that water into the concrete and then down the side of the house, right? And so yeah. Still a bit of a mess in here, but I'm just destroyed right now. Like my back hurts so bad from swinging a shovel and a rake and shit for hours, and then like putting this shit all back together, moving these goddamn IKEA shelves all over the place, stretching the carpet out, like yeah, cleaning everything. I'm completely and utterly exhausted, but this space is livable again. It doesn't smell like shit. It doesn't smell like mildew at all. I think it might actually smell better now than it did, because this carpet definitely got wet down here at some point. I had a little box of the envelopes that I ship stuff out sitting on the carpet in between these two plastic bins over here. And like a couple of months ago, I noticed that the simple little cardboard box that these envelopes were in, it was just a little like weird. It was like it had gotten wet. It didn't look like it had gotten soaking wet. It almost just looked like it got really humid. And I noticed it, and I was like, that's fucking weird. Like, I wouldn't think that could happen from humidity, but like the carpet was dry, it wasn't discolored, everything seemed okay. And I was like, it's never flooded over here before. I think what's going on is it's the gutters are pitched wrong back here as well. They're pitched wrong damn near everywhere. And the water was really jumping off and just hammering down. And I think it's just even though it's downhill in the back here, I think it's just dumping down and just completely saturating the groundwater. So yeah, the gutters absolutely need to get fixed. And they will, and they're old. Yeah, they're just old shitty gutters. They need to be replaced. And so I have a funny feeling that what we did on the side of the house today, and we might do like another session, maybe like tomorrow or the next day once our backs are feeling a little bit better. I have a feeling that between that and the new gutters, that will be okay. But I'm hoping that we can bring some landscapers in for, I don't know how much money, but I'm hoping that they can come in and just do something, just push more dirt up against the house, or dig a valley, or something that's gonna just keep the fucking water away from the goddamn house, and just send it down the backyard and let it go down the goddamn hill. This is really not a basement that will like flood all the way. Like this is the design of the house, the way that the land is. Like, this basement will never have 4 feet of water in it. The whole neighborhood drops like goes down like this in the front of the house, and then it also goes like this. If there was ever like a foot of water in here, it would just flow right out the back, and it would just go right down the goddamn hill. But even a little bit of water can create mold and havoc and all kinds of shit. So yeah, that's flood update, Floodgate 2025. Matthew W. is first in chat. Fizz PV, Frank Nicholas, Islander FPV, Tamava, Benny Bravo, Mick Mucus, Fizz, Danzel the Terrible, Flycadelic, Frosty, Scotty Scott, Craig, Brian Kirk, Brent Anderson, Denzel the Terrible again, Skull 901, Kevin Sumner is here. What's up, dude? 7-0, Yukon FPV, Morton Upshot, Mark A, Brent Anderson, Danzilla Morton, Kevin, Islander, Alley Cat, Andrew Taylor. Yeah, forgive me for being like exhausted. This has just been a ridiculous couple days. Rays, Benny Bravo, Shane and Mindy Hale, Moss One, BMF Spade, Bob Bruce, Metal Dirtskin, Jamie Flies, Ginger FPV. I think I got everybody. What's up, friends? Thanks for coming and hanging. Thanks for sticking with me. Thanks for not jumping off of my Patreon. This has been a wild couple. This has been a ridiculous month in terms of like gigs and vacations and stuff. Things thankfully are going to be chilling out a little bit, which is good for everybody. Good for you all because you're going to get some regular live streams again. Good for me because I feel like my head's going to explode. Tulsa Tough was insane. Super fun. Super fun. Can't wait for next year to do it with 03 and 04 rigs and ELRS. Some really serious challenges at Tulsa Tough. Crossfire was really, really shit. So I'm super looking forward to getting off of Crossfire and getting onto Nomad ELRS. So I'll have dual band 900 and 2.4. But to be really honest, I would have done a lot better with just 2.4. It just, 900 is just, 900 does not deal well with cell phones. If you fly a Crossfire rig close, or if there's a cell tower with an antenna that's beaming really hard in a specific direction and you fly into that beam, it'll knock Crossfire right out. At this Tulsa Tough event, there were thousands of spectators, all with cell phones, and Crossfire was just awful when I would get near all those people with their cell phone antennas banging away. 2.4 would have done much better with that. So yeah, ELRS is, we all know this. ELRS is absolutely the way to go. The days of the excuse for Crossfire being, well, you know what? Crossfire receivers are very well made and they've been made for a long time. They're really good quality hardware. ELRS is kind of unknown. Those days are long gone. Radio Master ELRS stuff is being used by loads of professional people on big gigs, and it really outperforms Crossfire in kind of every way. Latency, general like performance, it just seems to live in the world better when you're flying in places that have nasty noise floors. So yeah, man, and then having Nomad, which will bounce back and forth if it needs to, like that's it. Like game over. Absolutely no reason to spend another dime on Crossfire as far as I'm concerned. So I am really looking forward to moving everything over to ELRS, and I'm super looking forward to getting some of these Nomad things going and seeing what that switching will do. So yeah, very, very cool stuff. If you want to talk directly to me in the chat, just type CiottiFPV into your chat message. It'll light up an orange. This is what that looks like. You can do that with each other. If you want to get Kevin Sumner's attention in your chat message, well, there, look, Danzilla Terrible did it. So for Kevin, this lit up an orange for him. For me, CiottiFPV lights up. You don't have to put the @ in front of it, but you certainly can if you'd like. This is my full-time job. If you head over to CiottiFPV.com, there are a ton of different ways that you can support me. Patreon definitely helps me out the most, as it says here, and you can join for as little as $3 a month. I guarantee you I will save you more than $3 a month in crap that catches on fire. So join me on Patreon. If you bump from the $3 to the $5 tier, you'll be entered to win. You don't even have to be on the live streams. One day you'll just get like $30, $40, $50, $60 worth of stuff in your mailbox. You'll get entered to win the giveaways that I do the first Monday of every month. So if you're on the $3 tier, maybe jump up to the $5 tier. Like I said, you don't even have to be on the live streams. It's an extra $2 a month, and you might win $40, $50, $60 worth of Tiny Whoop stuff. There's also a $10 a month tier for 3-inch microbrushes and Cinewhoop parts. There's a $20 a month tier for 5-inch parts. So lots of different ways you can support me on Patreon. Etsy has a whole bunch of really fun stickers and other hardware, and even some full builds coming. Stickers like the Apple-themed holographic CiottiFPV. Hold on, I'm doing this the wrong way. Micro King window cling, Micro King sticker, CiottiFPV Be a Hero. This is glow in the dark. It's super, super, super cool. Never Give Up. I don't know if we have any more of these. Nut Grabber. I know that we have a bunch of these. Kill All Carbon, because that's what we do, yo. If you're into motorsports, you will recognize that font. Gangly Gang. Once you join the Patreon, you are absolutely in the Gangly Gang. This is the holographic. This is the matte. This is the cool sparkly holographic. Old school CiottiFPV logos in matte. There's even a magnet. There's a little tiny one. Fits on your goggles real nice. There's a holographic one. Cool, like 80s, 90s retro wave CiottiFPV. Another really cool, this is actually designed by Matty Blunts a while ago. The white is clear, so you put it on glass, it looks really cool. Smaller Micro King, King of the Whooper. And then a holographic small old school logo. And then yeah, bunch of the new school CiottiFPV logo, holographic on white, opaque, and then matte. Get you some stickers, friends. Stick them on your stuff. Take a picture. Tag me on Instagram, and I will do an Instagram story with you. And people will find you and say hi, and you'll make some friends. It'll be great. You're going to love it. Those are all on Etsy. Fiverr, you can buy some of my time. Learn a lot all at once. Teespring, you can get some fun shirts and other random apparel. There's a PayPal link over there if you want to support me, but you don't want to do a super chat because you know YouTube takes 30%. And then a whole bunch of searchable live stream transcripts, thanks to Craig. Link to the Discord, and lots of affiliate links. Change your bookmarks to someone's affiliate links and support people when you buy stuff on the internet. It's free money. There's no reason not to do it. It doesn't affect you in any way. If you don't use bookmarks, you can delete your URL bar suggestions, right? Like I don't use bookmarks. When I want to go to Amazon, I type AMA for Amazon. It used to take me to Amazon.com. I removed that suggestion and I hit my own Amazon affiliate link like 4 or 5 times in a row. And then from then on, whenever I type AMA into my URL bar, it automatically goes to this affiliate link, and I don't have to not support myself with my own affiliate links. So yeah, do one of those tonight. Pick one. Amazon Get FPV, Pyro Drone, Race Day Quads, Newbie Drone, We Bleed FPV, Beta FPV, FPV Cycle, Hasingi, Oh My God, Brain 3D, HD0, Flywoo, Emacs, Banggood, Camera Butter, AliExpress. There you go, friends. That's how you support me. I'll keep doing this if you keep supporting me, and then we'll keep supporting each other while we support each other. In the chat, Tamava said, "Good evening, all. Hope nothing was too damaged." CiottiFPV. All the damaged shit is like over there. I've not really dove into it too deep. Hey, also on the Etsy store, I do have some 3D prints, and I am offering my time, filament, and equipment cost to 3D print stuff for you. I have all these colors, basically the full rainbow. In Sane Smart TPU. This is an opaque green, and then this is an opaque like pinkish purple. All the rest are the regular like clear see-through Roy G. Biv. Yeah, if there's something that you want printed, I am gonna put more items on the Etsy store, but right now there's a bunch of McStinky mounts. Just add as many McStinky mounts as you need to your cart, and then in the note tell me what you want me to print instead of the McStinky mounts. There's a McStinky for the CO3 that I don't have up there. Whatever you want, whatever you need, just put the number of McStinky mounts you want. If it's something big that you want me to print, that's a little bit different. But if it's like, you know, camera cages and whatnot, those are basically the same as the McStinkies. The price is good to go. Throw them in there. Message me somewhere. All my contact info is on CiottiFPV.com, or just put it in the notes in the Etsy order, and I can print whatever you want. Cool. Also, the Micro Vs are back in stock. I've got both white and black custom length Micro Vs. These are my absolute favorite. Super durable, super lightweight antennas for tiny whoops and frankly anything, to be honest. These antennas work really, really well. So yeah, there you go. There's an update, my friends. Benny Bravo says, hell yes. McMucus says, yo, 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 dudes and CiottiFPV. Scotty Scott says, good evening to all the gangly gangers. Craig says, welcome back. Denzel the Terrible says, what battery setup you use on these Fat Sharks? What kind of battery life do you get? I've fallen in love with these tattoo. Oh, I'm broken. Oh my god. Oh, my back hurts. Something terrible. Yeah, I've absolutely fallen in love with these little tattoo 2500 mAh 2S batteries. They've got the barrel plug. They've got a little XT30, not XT30, little balance lead that you can charge in your Betaflight tooth stir. Just awesome. Enough battery life where it's not a nightmare. Oh, also they have this cool little checker on the front. There's a little button and it tells you 100%, 80, 60, 40, whatever. Yeah, super lightweight, pretty inexpensive. Throw it on the side of the goggles, no big deal. No wires running down your body. Absolutely love these. Last I checked, 533 had a really good deal on these, so check their website. But yeah, I really, really, really like these. I run all the goggles on these, to be honest. Denzel Turbo says 6S is too much for these goggles, right? I'm pretty sure. They be HD2 or HDO2, so I can Google the manual. HD3. You bought my Fat Shark HD3s, my extra set. That I barely use. They were my backup set. I kept my HD3s that I bought new a million years ago when they were new. Yukon FPV says, I got to see a SpaceX rocket launch too like 6 years ago. Happened to be at the right place, right time situation. Very cool. Craig says, that must be expensive. I wonder what we were talking about at 10:13. Maybe just everything getting soaking wet. Yeah, I don't know. Oh my god. So my dad, the first time it flooded over here, and I thought it, and then we dug that ditch with that thing because somebody told us that's what it was. These IKEA shelves, which are like internally made of kind of cardboard, basically, got wet, and the cardboard didn't like that, and the bottoms of the shelves got kind of mangled. And my dad bought me these risers. Hold on, I'm gonna find them. If you are a basement dweller and you have IKEA shelves, or just anything that can sit up on these risers, for fuck's sake, where's the damn message that I sent? I looked it up. Is there any like history on Amazon? Oh, was that it? What was that? Come on. Yeah. Here we go. Camco. Camco RV travel fast path portable stepping blocks ideal for link in the chat. Oh, for fuck's sake. Here we go. Shortened link in the chat. These things saved these IKEA shelves. I put these under the IKEA shelf. What these are actually for is like when you pull up with your RV, you drop these on the ground and you make a little footpath in case it's raining, your feet don't get all muddy and shit. But these, I had put one under all these shelves behind me, and these absolutely saved the shelves. These were just high enough where the shelves were up off the carpet, and the IKEA shelves didn't get wet at all. So yeah, Camco RV Travel Fast Path Portable Stepping Blocks. If you're a basement dweller, and you can put some shit up on these, you should, because they're just awesome. They're super strong. $50. I think it comes with 10 of them. Yeah, it's a 10-pack. There's a little screw that goes down through the middle, so they all like lock in together. Really, really, really handy. Saves me big time. Big time, big time, big time, big time, big time. So that was a massive win in a sea of losses. I stole that from Mighty Car Mods. Go, they're the best channel on YouTube. Go support them. Package from Swiss Links from Switzerland. Opening it on stream right now. Actually, LOL. He sent me some Toblerones. Are there actually Toblerones in here? It's really weighted on one side. Did he just use the packet? Why is it so heavy on this one side? It appears to be sealed. Is Toblerone a Swiss candy? It is made in Switzerland. Look at that. I know I've had Toblerone before, but I don't ever remember having Toblerone. Milk chocolate with honey. Oh my God, honey and almond nougat. Yo, these are getting wrecked. Established in Switzerland, 1908. Dude, very cool. Thank you for the Toblerones. We actually the Toblerones are in this country. We get Toblerones. Ooh shit. It must have gotten hot. This melted a little bit. I got some chocolate going on here, but we got some Lindt Cresta Classic, which I will absolutely be eating. It looks like it's got some toffee in there. That's gonna be awesome, dude. Thank you for the chocolate. Very, very cool. And then there is a handy little container. Switzerland to the rescue. I put a call out a couple weeks ago, I think. That I had a naked 03, and I needed the, I didn't want it to be naked anymore, so I needed the camera cage, and the camera cage is the main thing that I really needed, but I was also looking for the external part of the actual VTX, and Swiss Links hooked a brother up and sent me an 03 with the camera, and then even an additional camera. I think that I'm going to have to take this camera cage off and swap it onto the naked one, because I think if you plug a different camera in, it gets upset, right? Isn't that a weird thing? Like the 03 is assigned to the specific camera and you can't swap the camera. I forget. But dude, Swiss Links, thank you so much, man. This is absolutely amazing. This is going to help me get more rigs up on 03, which is going to be really fun. I want to try to do a 3-inch freestyle rig on 03 as well. And see what that's kind of like. That would be super fun. Probably on the Quadmula Siren F3 build that I've got with Walksnail right now. But I think I got the different front camera plates, so I'll be able to just drop 03 into it. And that'll be really, really, really cool. So, dude, thank you so much, man. Amazing, amazing, amazing. Super, super, super cool of you to send me this. So that is really awesome. I'm going to put this... I'm actually going to throw this away because this has melted chocolate all over it. I'm going to leave these 03s out. And I'm going to get rid of this. Amazing, dude. Amazing, amazing, amazing. And then a box from Frank Nicholas. Frank has been hooking me up with doing a bunch of research. I think he built himself a Cosmo streamer set up, and then he had an extra, and he knew that I was getting set up for 04, and so he sent me a Raspberry Pi, and then when he was searching around, he found a better case. He sent it in a really cool little case, but it had micro USB, and then so you had to use adapters, and he found and he also mentioned like that case, it didn't secure those all that well, so eventually he was wondering if they would break off. He found a much better case, the Desk Pi. He says he looked at a bunch of cases, and this is the one that he really likes. Frank is a brilliant guy, so I really trust him. And so I'm going to transport that Pi into this bigger case, but he really, it's not micro USB, it's full-size USB, so I won't have to use those 2 less dongles floating around. But B, he said that the way that these HDMIs mount is really solid and secure. And for me, you know, this thing is going to get bounced around in my bag and on an airplane and all that shit. So that's going to be really important. So the Pi will be in here. And then he was also specking out a bunch of different monitors. He bought a bunch of different monitors to test them to see which one he liked the best. And he was like, dude, I don't need all these monitors. I'll send you one. Which one do you want? And I said the smallest one you got. So this is a little 5-inch monitor here that will also be a part of that Pi setup. Like, I could technically just run this and then just go on comms and ask the truck if they've got video and just assume that it's continuing to work. But having a little screen, you know, little 5-inch screen, it's not going to take much extra space here. It's basically the size of this guy. Yeah, this'll be a total win. And then I've got something that I can stack on top of this and just have it and just check it before I go up in the air and make sure that I'm getting live video. That was an issue that I did have a couple of times with the DJI Smart Controller. It would just freeze up. And I've talked to a bunch of folks that are doing live broadcast stuff with the Cosmo streamer stuff about that, and they've not had that situation. They said that they've had it like maybe once or twice total. The Smart Controller will do it once or twice per gig. And so, yeah, having a screen is going to be really important. Frank, thank you so much, dude. This is incredible. Also, there's a little NGFF M2 SSD 128 gig in here. Is this... I gotta see what this is. Is this like computer RAM? Man, I am out of touch. I'm out of touch with computer stuff. I gotta figure out what this is. It's... Man, my eyes are getting bad. Jesus. Y-20M. It's that. That's what it is. There you go. Thank you so much, Frank. Super OG, mega supporter. Yeah, man. You always come through with the good stuff, and I appreciate it very much. Boy, this box just popped. You know what? I'm gonna leave it. I was trying to put it away all nicely, but I have a little pile. Actually, I'll put this right. Yeah, there we go. Yep, there it is. I got a little pile over there of the 04 stuff to get rolling on. Oh, you know what? This RAM is for it's for the Pi. I bet you this is Pi RAM. Something I never said. I never thought I'd say out loud. Pi RAM. Oh shit! And there's a bunch of little tiny screwdrivers in there, which is awesome. I will absolutely use those for. I want to set up. I have an extra. Bag. I have this Torval bag. That I won at Rampage a couple years ago. And it's really nice, but it doesn't hold the QX7 quite as good as my old BPX3. But what I think I'm going to try to do is have this be my live broadcast setup. And so yeah, I'll be making like a separate kit of like screwdrivers and all the shit that I would need to fix it. So that'll be kind of cool. Um, it takes me a couple of hours to pull the BPX3 all apart and set it up for the live broadcast setup because it's different stuff. And also, I typically have to fly, and so that means I have to put clothes in there too. And so, yeah, I mean, I'm getting faster at it, but it would be cool to have an airplane bag and an airplane setup, and then everything else, a drive to the gig bag and setup. So I got to figure out which one is which. The BPX3, the low pro BPX3, it's big and it's got a really good amount of space in it, and it holds the QX7 just perfectly and really protects the QX7. So that might actually be the travel setup, because I think it is a little bit bigger than that Torval. But the thing is, the backpack straps on the BPX3 are nowhere near as comfy as the Torval backpack straps. So I kind of want the Torval to be the airplane setup, because it's just so much more comfy to kind of walk around with. And the live broadcast setup, I'm bringing a bunch of batteries and a bunch of shit, and it gets heavy. So yeah, I gotta try to figure that out. I figure out which one's which. But yeah, that would be neat to not have to completely rip apart the BPX3 every single time. I do a different type of thing, right? Flying, driving, 5-inch tiny whoop, all that nonsense. I did not fly a single battery in Florida. It was relatively windy, and it was just nice to be with the family and just relax. And I charged batteries, but I didn't end up flying. I've not discharged those batteries, so we're actually gonna fly just a little bit here, because gotta discharge them somehow. And flying them is the best way to do it, God damn it. I'm still not broken down from the gig yesterday. This flood shit really knocked me out. It really just, I was all psyched up too. I was super excited. I was feeling great coming home from this trip. I was like ready. I was like wanting to work and shit. It was really, really nice. Let's fly a quick battery. I've not flown in this basement in a while. Let's see if this... Alright, I'm going to have to unplug and replug the VRX. Let's see if it comes up. Come on. There we go. Alright. Hopefully there's static. Hey! Let's see if I remember how to fly tiny whoops. What is this? This is the Betaflight Champion Edition with 1.2 by 0.9 by 3 tri-blades and the little 260 mAh batteries. Let's get back into it, man. I haven't been here streaming. You guys haven't gotten to see or talk tiny whoop. Let's do this. Oh my god. Oh my god. Why are you so upset, little friend? Please no. This little guy's freaking out. He's freaking out, man. We're good. We're good. Battery voltage came down a little bit. And the tune chilled out. Crash recovery helped me out. Nope, it's still freaking out. Oh my god, so the Wandering Whoop went to quad 6.6, and he figured something out. He figured out why I've been having such a hard time with BMI 270 gyros. I think this rig might have a BMI 270 gyro. So, I hope you can hear that. And I hope you can see that. There he is. Let's just shut up and appreciate some Teddy time. There's my boy. I missed him. So this is a rig where the tune is too far. If it's on a BMI 270, I bet you I can fix it real quick. Watch this. Quad66, go subscribe to his channel for sure. Go check out the Wandering Whoop Part 1. I'm eagerly awaiting Part 2. But yeah, go check him out. This rig needs the little dongle. All right, so check this. So we're gonna plug in. I'm pretty sure this is a BMI 270 build. I could be wrong, but let's take a look. Why is Lightroom not? Lightroom was just running. Oh, farts. Come on now. Don't do this. Not like this. Oh, there's a hard drive that's not plugged in. Hold on. I unplugged absolutely everything when all hell started breaking loose. And I'm like one by one plugging stuff back in. And I forgot this one little hard drive here that has a bunch of applications on it. So there we go. That's now plugged back in. I've also got Maggie's desk chair. Her and I swapped desk chairs. I don't know if it's going to stay this way, but for right now, we're trying each other's desk chairs. Okay, so applications is now up. Betaflight will now work. Fantastic. All right, so basically, I was not selected. Betaflight sometimes will change stuff in the CLI, and you won't find out about it. So to tell if you're on... No, this is not a BMI 270. This is an ICM gyro. Wow, okay. Why is the master multiplier cranked up? Oh, this is this weird... This is this rig with this weird tune on it. Let me back the... Yeah, I never properly tuned this thing. Let me back the master multiplier off, and that'll almost certainly take care of it. Save that. Okay. Give it a little bit of feed forward. I'm going to start messing around with feed forward again. I'm going to use feed forward, but then I'm going to add more RC smoothing in. So auto, 140 is a lot. Yeah, 140 is a lot. Let's just leave it there. PID tuning, rate profile, rates look good. Throttle mid. I could totally tell that I didn't have any throttle expo. Let me add a little bit of throttle expo in there. That's why I was having a hard time with my altitude when I was trying to film Teddy. Gyro, yes, that looks fine. Max frequency is way too low. Let's fix that. Q factor is awful high. Let's fix it. This is a weird tune that they shipped this thing with. And one, okay, that looks good. I'm actually going to remove, I have a hunch that this is filtering too much. I'm going to remove a bunch of D-term filtering, and let's see what that does. I did also pull down the master multiplier, which probably got this thing in line. I will try to push the PI and D gain sliders back up here. If removing that filtering, it'll be totally fine right now, and then I'm gonna try to push the tune a little bit. So let's see. Way better. Fully charged battery, and it's not freaking out. Hear how the motors are coming right back down to idle? That was weird. I bounced right off of it. Well, it won't prop wash, so there's kind of no reason to push the tune any farther. Whoo! Shit. Oh, God. Oh, God. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Here we go again. This is a new one. It's not full rainbow. It's like predator mode. I'm in the plant. Beta FPV. You gotta figure your VTXs out, my friends. Oh boy, this is the trippiest thing ever. Oh my god. The screen is also a little bit offset. You're kidding me. I made it out. And now I get it stuck at the bottom of the stairs. Okay. Fine. Daddy! What you doing, big boy? Alright, let's power cycle this to get it out of predator mode. I don't have any beta FPV rigs that don't do that at this point. There he is. There's my buddy. Whoa! Oh, he got it on that. Oh, he slobbered the lens all up. Oh, Teddy boy. Oh, it feels so much better with Throttle Expo. Look at him. Teddy, let me... Oh, Teddy, it's going to be in your beard, isn't it? Yeah, it is. Teddy. Teddy, it's okay. Oh, you. This was inevitable, buddy. I've been telling you about this for a while. And now it happened. Hey, relax. Good boy. I think, and that happened a little bit a while back, but that's the most it's ever been tangled up in there. He was really asking for it on that one. Man, this thing feels ridiculous on these little tiny batteries. Oh no! I'm not gonna be able to get out of there, am I? No. Just a little bit. Oh my god, it's just delicious. Checking out my... Oh god! I wasn't looking where I was going. I was just looking at the throttle values. I think the Throttle Expo is maybe set a little bit too low. We're going to go into profile. We're going to go into rate. We're going to go all the way down. Throttle mid, we're going to move that from 31 up to 33. I think that's going to be a little bit better. But yeah, this was, well, I mean, the PIDs were cranked up a little high. I think it was over filtered, but the PIDs were pretty high with that master multiplier jacked up like that. So even though it doesn't really need more PID gain, let's add more PID gain anyway. We're going to go into profile, simplified tuning. We're going to go to the D gain slider. We're going to go up to 1.6, and then the PNI, we're going to go up to 1.3. I really like this ratio of having the D gain slider 0.3 above the PNI gain slider. It works really well for the way I like my footage to look and feel and all that good stuff. Good to go. Let's keep pushing it and see what happens. If we can keep pushing this tune, then that'll tell... Oops, nope. Then that'll tell us that we were, in fact, over-filtered. Same ratio. Oh, we're getting to the point where, oh boy. We're getting to the point where it's not coming down to idle. We're basically at the limit. When you blip the throttle, you want the motors to come sharply down to idle. Right now, oh god. Right now they're just starting to sound a little bit unhappy. So, if I push the tune a little bit farther at this point, it'll probably be overtuned. And that's all there is to it, my friends. Like, that's how you can tune your builds now. Just crank the sliders up exactly like what you're seeing me do until the thing tells you that it's unhappy. You'll hear it, you'll feel it, and then you back it off a little bit. So this is how you tune, man. Don't use other people's tunes. Don't use presets. Do a custom tune. It's so easy. So we're going to go all the way up. There's really no reason to ever run a rig this high unless it has underpowered motors or something, or it's too heavy. And now we've gone too far. See how floaty it is? The motors are not, they're not coming back down. And you can also hear it. Listen. Ready? Compare that. Compare that to this. This is where this tune is happy. 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is where there was no prop wash. Ready? Listen to the difference. This is where it's happy, and it's not prop washing, so like we're good. Leave it. Give yourself, leave a little bit of headroom in your tune. Oh boy, this thing hauls ass. This this Beta FPV camera mount. Oh boy. Wow. Crash recovery earning its fucking keep on that one. This air canopy with the CO3 has a lot of up tilt. Oh my god. Oh my god. I didn't have it lined up right. Never force it, friends. Always remember, never force it. Hey! Always disarm, but then rearm right away. Woo! Tiny whooping in the house, baby. Put your batteries in, 6 a day. Do it. You'll never fly outside again. You won't need to. You'll be having so much fun inside. Chicken legs, I got them chicken legs. I usually don't wear shorts because I'm embarrassed of the chicken legs. That's okay. Oh, man, this thing flies great with these little tiny batteries, and the runtime is not bad. You're not gonna get 3 minutes from these little batteries if you're moving and grooving, but you know, just land it in front of you, change the battery, and away you go again. And enjoy the ultra lightweightness. Let's go upstairs again. Oh! Great power. These are the Beta FPV 0702 30,000s. I don't know if you can get... I think you can get these motors. For a while, you couldn't get these motors. They only came on this Champion Edition. These are really powerful motors. They don't have the raw RPM of the Happy Model 40,000s, but they've got more grunt. Oh, shit. Oh God, I did not need to disarm there. Uh-oh. Where am I? Where am I? This is our new tent. I set it up for the Florence was having a sleepover, and so I set this tent. This rig has a terrible antenna, by the way. I set this tent up for the kids to have their little sleepover in, and they had a blast. And then so I just moved it up here, and so now it lives up here. Oh God! Oh God! I didn't want to bail on that, but I tried to hit those lamps. Look at this thing grooving around, man! Holy! Oh! I got a little bit off kilter there, but made it work. What you got? You don't know what I got. You don't know if I got a gun or a knife. You might think you know, but you don't know. That's from a movie. I don't remember what movie that's from. Whoa! What a landing! What a landing. Well, there we go. Discharged a couple of these batteries down. That's we're back, man. We're back. We're doing things. Yeah, this has a terrible little super ultra lightweight antenna. That's why it gets really bad up in the loft area. Woo! Back in it, man. I only got one left. I'll save it. What else is going on, friends? Let's get caught up on chat, I guess. What do you say? What do you say? Woo! It feels good to be back, man. Hell yeah. Moving and grooving, both. All right. What's happening in chat? Mort Upshot says, you need to get better drainage around the house. This was rainwater, not sewer. Yep, rainwater, not sewer. We got it all. I've already talked about it. Kevin Humber says, insert a tag, CiottiFPV, Mark A. If you're trying to get his attention, I suspect the email has stacked up from before the trip. Yeah, I'm very behind on like everything. Tulsa Tough knocked me out, and then I had 1 day back before the family vacation. So yeah, I'm like 2 weeks, but I got completely caught up before Tulsa Tough. But then it's just been all over the place since then. So, yeah, I'm about, I think I am actually 2 full weeks behind. So I'll start mashing through stuff tomorrow and get Etsy orders out the door, get some replies back to you guys. How many emails do I have? I don't know. Lots. 158. So yeah, I got some work to do, but I will get back to you guys. I know I had some Discord messages that I hadn't returned. It's been a lot. I apologize for that, but I have to. I have to batch stuff up. Islander FPV says a slight positive of your flood nightmare is the allergen load that's built up in the carpet, and underlayment should be lower now. Yeah, it's true. Alley Cat says, you're back. I am indeed. Craig says, also run 4-inch Schedule 40 plastic to carry water away from the house. We had to do that for our house. Is that what that shit's called? Is that what corrugated bastards are called? 4-inch Schedule 40 plastic? Kevin Sumner says, can homeowner insurance do anything for you? Nope. In Georgia, they do not offer flood protection, unless like your water heater blows up. If your water heater blows up, then homeowners will do something. But for exterior water, they don't cover it, which is, what a scam. What an absolute scam. They look for the things that like will cost them the most money, and then they just omit them. It's just ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous. Raze says, sorry about the basement, bro. Late, but we made it. Thanks for coming through. Benny Bravo says, sorry about your floors. Hope it's good now. Thoughts on MoFPV 32,500 0802s. Great motor. I believe they're a 1.5 millimeter motor shaft, which is amazing. They're very similar to the Ipomoea, I think it's maybe pronounced, from tinywhoop.com, which is a 33,000 kV 802. So super similar motor, but you can get it from WeBleed. And I believe, don't quote me on this, but I believe it has a 1.5 millimeter shaft, which the Ipomoea does not. It's got a 1 mil shaft. So yeah, great motors. I'm kind of over the high KV 1S 802s. For me, it's 2S. The 802 33,000, 32,500s are pretty good for what they are, but compared to 2S, less power and less runtime. Why? The 2S setups are like 2 grams heavier. With the amount of extra power and response time and runtime, you don't even notice that extra weight gain. You know, like the 1S is for ultra lightweight 65 millimeter 0702 indoor kind of stuff. You can also fly them outdoor for sure. But yeah, the 802 game for me is 19,000 kV on 2S. It is ridiculous. It is so much better than 1S. It's double the voltage, guys. It's ridiculous. It's like going from 4S to 8S. It's really unbelievable how good the 2S stuff is. So yeah. Sean and Mindy Hale say, "What's up, brother? French drains is what you're talking about." Yeah, I'm hoping that we don't have to do an actual French drain. I'm hoping that they can just do like some rough kind of landscaping, because French drains are really, really expensive. But if they come out and they say that, you know, French drain is the way to go, and it's not $10,000, from what I understand, like it's gonna be like $5,000 minimum, and that's just an outrageous amount of money, especially because we're also doing the gutters. So yeah, I'm not sure what we're gonna do. We're gonna have a couple different. We're gonna have 2 different landscaping people come out and just see what they say, and then we'll compare them to each other and hire neither one of them. I'm hoping that one of them comes out and says, "Yo, what you did with the rocks and dirt and shit is exactly what you should have. If you do that even more, like we can keep digging. It's just my hands are all calloused and blistered to hell, and my back has exploded. So like we can keep digging out there, and we can keep building the rocks and the dirt up against the house and give it this other area that's away from the house to get down the damn hill." I just want somebody that knows what the hell they're talking about to come out and say like, yeah, because like if that's gonna just erode over like 6 months and then we're gonna be back to square one, then yeah, maybe we do have to have a French drain put in, but I'm hoping not. Moss One says that chair you're in must be huge because it makes you look like us little people, does it? It's a fairly standard. It's the same size as the other chair. It's actually really nice. It's a really nice chair. I actually got Maggie this chair for like her birthday or for Christmas or something. It's a super nice, super fancy kind of chair. It's got this really neat orange stitching. It's nice, man. It's nice. But like she sat on my chair. She's like, "Oh my god, I like this chair a lot better." I was like, "You can try it. It's old, but it's all you." What else? Dan Dill the Terrible says, "Fact check time. CiottiFPV, how tall are you?" Ladies want to know. 6'2". I look much taller than 6'2" because I'm so goddamn narrow. I'm only like 180 pounds, I think. Matt Erickson says, "Welcome back. Good luck on the gutters. I'm going to be doing that myself very soon." Jamie Flies FPV says, "Sorry about all that happened my first time in your live. Thanks for advice on my first 65mm. You're certainly welcome." Jamie, if you want me to read, Jamie and anybody else, If you want me to read your chat comment, make sure you type CiottiFPV in there. When you do that, it lights up an orange for me. You can do that to get each other's attention, too. If you want to get somebody's attention, type their name, spell it right, spaces in the right places. And for that person, their name will light up an orange. Glad to have you. I saw you over on Discord when I was setting up this live stream, asking about 04 1S 65mm builds, and so I dropped a couple links to the live streams where I did my cinematic one. Meta Nerdson says, welcome back. Good. Oh, no, we got that. Where are we at here? Scrolling back up because YouTube scrolled me to the bottom for absolutely no reason, as they do over and over and over and over and over again. Come on, where was I? There I was. Mike K says, I'm done with 04 on Tiny Whoops, fried the second one tonight, ordered an Air 65, and I'm looking for a cheap pair of decent analog goggles at the moment. I'm joining the analog gang. Analog's where it's at anyway, man. The 04 Tiny Whoop thing is like, it's not freestyle ready. It's like a little Cinewhoop, and it's really fun as a little Cinewhoop, but it's not a freestyle rig. It's analog, baby. Craig says, very happy you want to print 3D print for us. Me too, brother. Craig says, for back pain, get a flat freezer ice pack and lie on it, take ibuprofen. Been there. Yeah, I just need ibuprofen. I just, you know, I'm a basement dweller, right? Like I don't get any exercise, and so swinging a shovel for hour and a half, 2 hours, whatever it was total over the last 2 days is just a lot. But I'll be all right. I just need a little bit of rest. Cole Power says, can't you just print those risers? Maybe. They're pretty big. My little A1 Mini is nowhere near big enough for that. But you probably could. You probably could print risers for stuff. Sober Life FPV says, got my 75 Pro built, but it's all black canopy frame. Gorilla 802 is all black, only color is red. Singularity antenna cocked to the left of the canopy. I wish I could show you. Post a picture on Discord. Link to the Discord is over on CiottiFPV.com. Craig says, forgot to send you the 45mm drone kit. No worries, brother. It's been a mess. It's been a mess lately, so it's probably better that you didn't send it to me. FizzPV says, who makes the gangly fans? Douglas Otwell makes them, and they are only for the giveaways. The only way that you can win a gangly fan is to enter into the 4th giveaway, first Monday of every month. Doug specifically makes them for that. It's not something that like he's interested in selling or anything. Super cool of him. Frank Nicholas says HDMI, not USB. Thank you. Frank Nicholas also says the Pi case will hold the M2 drive. I figured it out. Cool. It's a flash drive. You can have the streamer record locally also. So cool. So cool. Cole Power says the M2 drive is SSD. Same thing you have in that super fast Type-C drive. Frank says almost every NVMe M2 drive I buy comes with a little screwdriver. Nice. Matthew W. says, dedicated set of gear is the way to go. I used to do meticulous checklists for DJ gigs, but only surefire option is gear that's always packed together. Yeah, I've always kind of wanted to do that, but the BPX, what I really want is 2 BPX3s. I wish I could find somebody selling a low mileage, low pro BPX3, but they haven't made this bag in a long time, and everybody kind of loves them because it's just the right size. It fits the transmitters really nice. It really protects the hell out of the transmitters. And so I've had this Torval floating around. I've loaded this Torval up with stuff once, and I just didn't like it. I didn't like where it held the transmitter. But it was new. I didn't really give it a chance. So I'm gonna hit it again and see what I can do with that. It would be super nice to be able to kind of sort that out. Cole Powers says, is not like this a reference to the Matrix when Switch gets unplugged? Yes. It is indeed. Not like this. Mike K says, So did I just make a mistake buying an Air 65 Racing? No, because you just unplug it and the full rainbow goes away. I think that the Mobula 6 2024 is more the way to go than the Air 65, but like the Air 65s are lighter and they're great. They just do the full rainbow thing sometimes. Yeah, but they're great. I'm a big fan of the Air 65s, and they take a bunch of abuse before they start going full rainbow. So yeah, you'll dig it for a while. Hopefully yours doesn't go full rainbow, but all three of the ones that I have do. Cole Power says, "Isn't French Drain a ditch with rocks in it? Am I missing something?" Pretty much, yeah. But for them to bring, one of the little mini backhoes and shit, like it's thousands and thousands of dollars, right? So I'm hoping that we don't need to do that. I'm hoping that shovels and rakes and shit, gnarly rakes, not like bullshit leave rakes. I'm talking like rakes with the big nasty metal tines on them. I'm hoping that, we'll see. Tamava says, might drop a reminder for iGal 5. Week 1 submission deadline is coming up. Yeah, you guys should do iGal 5. It's very cool. I'm not doing it, but you guys should. Cole Power says, her chair was pre-broken in and smells like you. Why she wants years worth of farts is beyond me, but it's official. You have a keeper. Look, man. My chairs don't stink. Kevin Sumner dropping the link to Clam Man. Go click it, friends. Get you some Clam Man. I can't play it anymore. It's now copyrighted. Denzel the Turbo says, this Low Pro Tactic 450 I just got is super nice. Yeah, Dan sent me some pictures of it. It looks really nice. Sober Life says, I posted in general nonsense 6-second video. Very cool. All right. Looks like somebody did an Etsy order. Thank you very much for that. I will get that out hopefully this week. What else? We talked about the flood. We talked about Florida. We did mailbag. We did some Q&A. Man, we've just mashed through all the things, yo. Kevin Sumner says you should put that link on CiottiFPV. Oh, yeah, it's the move. Good call. Hey. Easy. Copy. Link. Tree. Log in. I'm not going to show you doing this. But you're absolutely right. Go! Yep, log in. I'm going to put it all the way down at the bottom. Come on, Linktree, you can do it. Save, add, URL, add, title, Clam Man, exclamation point. And now I just need to move it to the bottom. Clam Man is on the website, my friends. When you need some inspiration, all you got to do is click it. Clam Man will take good care of you. He always has. He always will. Contact info. All right. It is... I'm going to put it right below my Thingiverse favorites. There we go. It's on there. Clam Man. Should I put a little thumbnail? What should the thumbnail be? Set thumbnail. Generate. No. Set thumbnail. Upload your own thumbnail. Clam Man. That is not the right Clam Man. Never give up. Never give up, Clam Man. There it is. Now we're talking. Damn it. That's the one. All right. I don't know if there's anything on my link tree that I don't necessarily want you guys to see, but just in case. There we go. Never give up. Crop. Upload. And there it is. Clam Man is on the link tree. CiottiFPV.com, friends. Click through some Clam Man or else. What else are we doing here? What are we doing? I'm just destroyed. I'm just absolutely destroyed. Let's do for the first time ever. We're gonna do an hour and a half long live stream. I'm gonna shut this down. I'm gonna get some goddamn sleep. I'm gonna get caught up on some stuff tomorrow, and then Friday live stream is gonna be awesome. Cool. Hour and a half long live stream. Let's see how many people click on this live stream that's less than 2 hours. I bet you it gets more clicks. CiottiFPV.com, support me. I love you guys. Thank you for hanging in here with me. While it's been crazy, it will be much less crazy moving forward here. I'll see you guys on Friday at 7 o'clock. I love you. Pray for no more heavy rain. Be good, friends. Friday I'll have more of a plan. I literally like finished putting any of this back together at 9:30. So I'm just whooped. Love you. Bye. Here's some more flying from the thing in the place. So descriptive. I don't know what this is. This is all straight out of the camera too. This is no hyper smooth or anything. Love you. Bye. I'll see you Friday. Bye.